Have you ever done a math question and you were certain about the answer? And then you look at the answer booklet and it is nothing like you ever calculated or did. So how do you feel at that point? I know that for myself, I would feel a bit confused, a bit disappointed, and most of all, yeah, I would feel uncertain about my abilities to do math. With this whole COVID pandemic, the protests, and if we are to even bring it closer to home, with the changes in our youth recently, uncertainty can definitely crawl into your mind very easily. So, what do you do when that happens? What do we do when that happens? I can tell you what I do in times of uncertainty. I most of the times I sit down and pray in a simple prayer for God to give me wisdom, to give me discernment, to guide me in this situation. And I can tell you that for the most part, I don't experience the heavens open and God speak to me directly like He did with Abraham. Nor do I get a dream at night that God speaks to me about the future and what's gonna happen like He did with Joseph. Most of the time, it's through His Word. So let's look at what He's saying to you and me today in His Word about times of uncertainty. 1 Peter 5:7 says, "Cast all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you." If we move on, Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths." What a great promise. I'm encouraged. I don't know about you. And lastly, the last verse is Jeremiah 29:11. "For I know the plans I have for you." Some of you might know that one. "Declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and hope." There are a few things that I see in those three verses, but probably the one that is most important would be that God tells us not to worry in times of uncertainty. It's easier said than done, obviously, but I find that He proves us through those verses that He knows the past, the present, and the future, and all those things that are happening to you and me now, they're not as a surprise to Him. So put your trust in Him and do not worry, says God in those three verses, at least to me. So what will you choose today? Is it the fear of the immediate uncertainty, or the reassurance that He brings through His Word to us, and the hope for a future with Him? I hope that today's video has made you choose the latter rather than the former. I'll see you next time.